I wondered about this. I think people speculated when
Hmm.
Mike Tomlin was fawning all over Aaron Rodgers earlier this year.
Yep.
And people wondered, hey, Aaron Rodgers, Pittsburgh, Mike Tomlin, they're going to need a quarterback there. Could you see? I hate to do this, but we have to start landing the planes here somewhere of where we think these
Yeah.
guys are going to end up. But let's say Aaron Rodgers leaves Green Bay,
Yep.
probably going to be in the AFC, correct?
I would say that'd be the preference. Yeah. If you're the Packers, the preference would be to ship them out of the conference.
Okay. Would Denver or Pittsburgh make more sense for
I
the
think
for
Denver
the
would be,
Packers, knowing what they're going to get?
I think Denver would be the biggest player for him. Denver is going to have, in all likelihood, a higher draft pick. I think Denver would be willing to go the extra mile to get him. Denver has some players on the team that you might want if you're Green Bay, and I just like Denver was on his list last year too, if I remember right. And so like I just think there's a lot of things about the way Denver set that situation up that are built for a veteran quarterback to come in and win. And it's the receiver group, a young receiver group. It's not unlike what Peyton Manning walked into, right? In 2012 with Demarius Thomas and Eric Decker and Julius Thomas at tight end. They've got the same sort of setup there with Jerry Jeudy and KJ Hamler and Cortland Sutton and Tim Patrick. So you got that.
Do I factor in, though, Peyton maybe taking over or being part of the ownership in Denver?
That would be like a plus for Aaron Rodgers, I would think, right?
Is that in play, do you think?
I mean, I think Peyton Manning as an NFL owner has been in place since he retired.
Yeah.
I mean, I like everything I understand. I don't know if you've heard this, Dan, but like there had always been the assumption that Peyton was going to want to be a football executive at some point and run his own show. And I remember hearing all the way back when, he signed with Denver, it was actually sort of a side benefit for him that he got to see John Elway do that job, because John Elway's background obviously has parallels to Peyton going into that sort of job, right? So like there's that Peyton's always had that kind of in the back of his head that maybe he wants to be a football executive. And then two, I've also heard that the Manning family's always sort of had an eye on ownership. And that was part of the reason why over the years, Peyton Manning never took less on contracts. Eli Manning never took less on contracts. They always did a lot of endorsements. Like I'd always heard that sort of idea that the Manning family was building capital to maybe someday be able to buy a team. Now, I don't know if they have the capital to buy a team outright, but to be a part of an ownership group, like that would make some sense. And if you were putting together an ownership group in Denver, a group to bid on it in Denver, that'd be a pretty powerful guy to have on your side, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And I know Peyton really loves living there. That's the other thing. Part of the reason why I think he has been a little slow to take a job as a football executive, because those opportunities have been available to him, is because he lives a very comfortable life, in Denver now. And so there are a lot of things there that sort of line up where it would make sense, if Peyton Manning was part of a group that would bid on the Broncos.